Hello and welcome to another Grand Arena Championship. I'm Heathen13 and this is Season 27, Week 3, Round 1. So I want to apologize for not posting for a while. A lot of things have come up. The last week of last season, I only posted once because my wife had an injury and I had to deal with family stuff a lot more. Then we had the off week, and then the first week of this season, it was also pretty hectic, but at work this time. I actually did record all my battles, I just never got around to posting them. And then last week, for the first time I can remember, I actually didn't sign up. It was not intentional. I thought I had total brain cramp. I went to check my matchups right after the week started and I wasn't in. And so, yeah, I set out all of last week, fell precipitously in my skill ranking, lost out on all those crystals, but I'm back, and honestly the week off was kind of nice from a real life perspective. But we're back. We are here at the very bottom of Kyber 2 and hoping that maybe my matchups are a little more favorable since I dropped so far. That remains to be seen. My first matchup today is against Kazad. So let's look at the matchup. Well, at least on the surface, I do have a lot of green on my side. Let's zoom in and take a closer look. Stats-wise, for the season, he's way ahead of me because, again, I didn't participate last week. He also has a pretty low lifetime banners from the old system, didn't play much, and most of his stats are relatively low. Maybe we have kind of a casual player here, but I don't want to read too much into the old stats as crystals weren't on the line back then. Looking at our summary, and I've got about an 800,000 GP advantage on my opponent, but when it comes to top 80 and top 65, we are very close, within a couple thousand. I've got 50 more Zetas than my opponent does, and even though it says I have one less Omicron, a lot of his are TWs, so I actually have the Omicron advantage for GAC. Also looking at speed, we're actually very close. His G11 and above are a tiny bit higher than mine. My top 80 is a tiny bit higher than his. And G13s, I actually have one more than he does. So on the surface at least, this is a really even matchup. Comparing mods, I've got an advantage everywhere here. Not by a ton, but a clear advantage nonetheless. And looking at relics, we're actually very close. I'm used to being doubled in relic level. And here my opponent only has, what, 32 more than me? And this is a big one. Galactic Legends, we're actually even. We have the same amount. So that is pretty unusual for me to go against somebody and not be at a huge GL disadvantage. Also, key characters, my Executor is 7 stars and his is only 4. He also doesn't have Maul, and his Bad Batch doesn't look like they're very well developed either. So I don't want to get overconfident, but I do seem to be the clear favorite in this match. Now we only have an hour and 50 minutes left, and I actually can't even use all of that time because I need to take one of my children to an orthodontist appointment today. So let's look at the board and see how quickly we can get through this. He has attacked me once and then stopped. I put a pretty stout defense just based on what his history said. I put Darth Revan here. He one-shot it, but not for great banners. I put my SLKR, my Qui-Gon Jinn, and my BAM with Nest up here up front. And then up top, I showed him Geos, a Maul Squad, Phasma, and Mon Mothma. And I put my JML in the back as well, along with a Dash team and this bad Akbar squad. I also skimped out a little bit on ships. I did put my Executor, but then I put my home one and my Empire. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to put the Outrider in the starting lineup there, but I just did it for fun. Again, I didn't play last week, so I don't know what kind of impact that ship has on the fleet meta at all. Let me show you what I'm up against. Up here, we've got Qui-Gon Jinn, EP Vader, Grievous with Watt, and a Padme team, kind of a weird Padme team. Down below, I've got a Phasma Squad, Bosk, Basila Jedi, and Darth Revan. So we are going to start here on the bottom, open up the back, see what's back there, make sure there's no GLs hiding for me in the back, and then we'll see if we can work our way through the whole thing. I do expect to get a full clear, so let's hope we can make that a reality. We'll start with Darth Revan, clearly his strongest team, I think, on the board, and we'll use gas to counter that. I expect this to be pretty dirty in terms of banners, but I do expect to get the win. And my Rex is faster than him, so we'll just form up and see if we can't get to Basila as quickly as possible. I'm going to save the AoE because I don't want to trigger Malik's taunt there. There we go. So we were able to get Basila down before triggering any Malik taunt. And time to sit down already. Whew, they got through me pretty quickly there. And there goes my sacrifice. So we'll do that. And we lost Rex too. That is a bummer. So we need to stand up here. We'll go see if we can kill all these guys quickly. But again, really crappy banners. Only a 67. So after both of us taking out our DRs, we are knotted at 67. So technically I'm in the lead because I have higher GP. We'll go ahead and put on some pressure and take out this team, this Phasma Squad with Wampa, and get some of those banners back. And for the most part, I expect my counterattacks to take care of most of this. Like that. Go with the roar. His Executioner is the one that I worry about most, I guess. Although, I'm not too worried about any of them, honestly. Let's do that. Only gonna get a 68, but not bad. And really, there's nothing preventing him from doing the exact same thing to mine. Against his Basila, I am a little worried because it's got his Relegate GMY in there. I'm going to take my bounty hunters and see if I can just snipe him out really fast. And then there's nothing much else on the team that I'm worried about. So using Zam, having the speed boost, I should be able to get my contract up and take him out before he even goes. So I think I'm going to go ahead and attack Ezra, because I don't want Shock counterattacking me. She tends to counter a lot. But then let's get rid of Yoda. Can we get a stun? No. Yeah, she counters like crazy, and I don't want that. Let's get our taunt back up. She's Relic 7 as well, so she's going to hit pretty decently. We'll go after Basti next. See if we can get stuns up. We probably won't get any stuns because of all of the tenacity. Oh, there we go. Nice. I guess they don't have tenacity up at the moment, so make sure we're fully healed. I'm just going to save my next Disintegrate for Shock. We're just going to go after everybody else except for her. This is the problem with this squad on defense, is that once you get rid of Yoda, they just don't have a lot of punch to them. They're almost a timeout team at that point. And now it's just a matter of, can I get all my protection back on everybody? Yes. So this is the one battle I debated. I went back and forth on. Do I want to take CLS and have a sure thing, or do I want to take Jedi Training Ray and potentially struggle? But I decided based on speeds, I should still be okay going with JTR here. So that's what I'm going to do. It leaves my options, more options open, and cross my fingers I don't struggle too much. Usually this is a pretty reliable counter for me if I can go first. It's just a matter of whether or not I can go first or not. So we're going to hide everybody except for Ray and go in on Boba because he is their big threat. Pass around the inspiration. God, it's been a while since I've played. Like, literally. So I don't remember all of my moves. Not that I don't remember them completely, but they're just, you know, I'm going to have to look a couple up here and there. We're going to keep waving down Bosk. Keep setting him back. We have got IG stunned at the moment, so we'll go after Cad. Keep passing inspiration around. We'll hide again. Oh, we can't because of Dengar. That was dumb. See, stupid mistakes like that. Stupid mistakes. Refresh inspiration all around. Even do grenade of healing. Wave Dengar down and finish this off, hopefully with full banners. A stun at the end, nice. So we had the initial bad battle against Darth Revan, but from there things have gone well. Let's see if he changed things up on me. Nope. Mothma, Newt, and Dash is new. I hadn't been planning on seeing Dash, so that is the new one. But I think what I have planned will still work fine. So let's go up to the top, clear through there, and make sure all of those counters work correctly. Because I am going to attempt to take this Qui-Gon Jinn down with my Bad Batch. And I think this is the first time maybe I've tried this. Mainly because before my Bad Batch weren't high enough gear. And also, most of the Qui-Gon Jinn squads I find, their Anakin is faster than my Bad Batch. So hopefully this works. We're going to rip all that away and then hopefully get our stuns up. And then we actually get stuck behind Mace. But we're going to see if we can get the stun here as well. And we didn't. So see, here's where the issue comes in. I have to keep going after... that was dumb. I should have switched to Anakin. Don't know why I didn't switch to Anakin. Not completely a lost cause here. We could still do it. We will see. We have to get through Anakin though, because I'm killing everybody else, but anybody here is, as soon as he gets another, oh, he did get another one. I didn't get wrecked as much as I thought I would. So, it won't be clean, but I'm anticipating winning now. Alright, well, not clean at all, but it worked. Alright, EP Vader, we're gonna try to trooper this. And I don't know if this is a good idea either. Again, I'm faster, and so I expect to be able to get this down. And Mara Jade is pretty weak, so we're gonna rip her, and then we're gonna switch on to Vader. Vader's really my only threat, I think. And move on to Thrawn. And Palp. This seems like a less than ideal situation to put this team on defense also, when it can do so much work on offense. Alright, since I was able to use JTR on the bounty hunters, that leaves me with my CLS here to go against Padme. And we're going to stun Cat since Jedi Knight Anakin's not there. And we'll just play it like we normally do, where we take our pot shots where we can. And we'll let our AoE do most of the damage as we just keep gaining turn meter over and over and over again. So this will take a little bit, but usually relatively consistent. I did, on one of the things I learned in week 1, something I had never encountered before, is going up against a Padme team just like this, only it had both Padme and Cat and a Relic Barriss, and I couldn't kill Barriss or the Cat with my AoEs, and consequently I just timed out on it. So Cat usually makes it a little scary because it makes her, you know, gives the stats chairing, so everybody dies a little more slowly. But having the Barriss there also, so every time I crit they were gaining health back, basically made it so I never killed anybody with my AoEs. Here I do think I'm going to struggle a little bit, but as long as I'm patient, I need to stop switching over and attacking everybody else. I just need to stay on GK and trust my AoEs. So see, we've got Cat into the yellow, Padme's not far behind, so we'll just keep hitting Kenobi. Make sure they're blinded, so if they ever do take a turn, they won't be able to hit me. Every time the AoE comes up, we'll hit it. And I actually think we should be able to kill that Padme off with a hit. Like right here. Nice. Alright, so this worked as always. Takes a little while, but gets the job done. So that just gives us the Grievous squad. I've got Jedi Knight Revan for this, although my Jedi Knight Revan team is actually my one that I use against SLKR. So it's got Jedi Knight Luke and Hermit Yoda. I had to protect against him setting his GLs just in case, so I made sure I had my counter against both his SLKR, and I kept my Grievous in case he set his Luke. Not that I expected those to necessarily go well, but figure always got to be prepared. Have a plan, as Zareth says. Alright. This, even when I put in Luke, this is always surprisingly a poor counter for me. Which is frustrating because I feel like adding in Luke should make this counter really good. But yeah, I tend to get really bad banners when I put Hermit Yoda and Luke in here instead of Jolie and whomever else it is. You know, let's see if we can get down Grievous, because my issue usually is losing somebody because I don't have, you know, we have Savior, but we don't have a res. There's Savior being procced right there. And almost got him down. Can we get him down before B1 heals him? Probably not. Possibly? Yeah, alright. So now it's just having bad banners. Can I get a heal or two up so that I can get a little bit of these banners back? At least get my health back. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to get really, really crappy banners. We're going to call Basila for heals. And we'll call everybody for some protection recovery. Heal up some more. Call Jedi Knight Revan. Well, we're getting some of it back. We're getting some of it back. Could be worse. Could be worse. Turned out alright. Alright. We are looking at ships. I saved Negotiator and Malevolence this time. He did put his Executor here and his Negotiator. So I think the plan is going to be see if we can get Executor down with my Malevolence, and then see if I can get Negotiator down in a mirror match, and then Finalizer his home one. I don't feel confident about that at all, but that is where we're going. Alright, let's cross our fingers. This is a 4-star Executor, but doesn't necessarily matter with the off counter. I don't find a huge difference between 4-star versus 7-star. We'll just hope that things go well. We'll do our normal. I guess that's the big difference, is I'm going earlier. Alright, that is the worst that could happen, is they put that on my bomber. And I only got Buzz Droids on the Razor Crest, but that's who I got the taunt on too, so at least I should get some assists. Come on. We need to get this Razor Crest down. This is not going well at all right now. I haven't got a single... See, we just finally got through the Razor Crest the first time, and he's about to cleanse. Ay, ay, ay. Put that on him. Didn't. There's the cleanse, so we have effectively gotten nobody down. And now we're back behind the taunt. We need to get our ultimate here. Come on. Oh, yeah. Alright, at least Razor Crest is down. We can, you know, potentially clean up here. But not if we get dead. Alright, let's spread them up. I am going to get my ultimate here in a second, and at that point I will go ahead and try and take out Houndstooth, because he's the hardest to clean up. I didn't get a single assist there. That sucks. The change so that you don't assist as much just blows. Yeah, this is over. So I'm not gonna clear ships, because if I use my Negotiator to clear that up, maybe I can use my Finalizer to clear that up, but what's left? What do I have left? Can my Holdo beat his home one? Well, let's Negotiator this. I know that's what I want to do. I don't know if I'm faster. I forgot. I didn't look. So we'll see. Okay, so interesting. We're gonna see if we can get buff immunity up on him and see if we can just go right at him. And can I kill Anakin? Nice. Okay. Well, that went well. That went really well. We're gonna go ahead and bring in our Plo to heal up, and instead of doing turn meter, I'm just gonna get the taunt back up. He brought out Clone Sergeant, so that's nice. I'll get my Unending Loyalty back up. Try and work our way through his Y-Wing. Ultimate already? Nice. Almost done with Clone Sergeant's taunt. He's gonna get another something here. Okay, so now we got to deal with the taunt back again. We're not gonna bring in anybody yet. We're gonna go ahead and do this to finish them off faster. Now we'll bring in Ahsoka. And we'll have to kill Plo twice. But beyond that, this went about as well as I could hope. Not always the best at mirror matches, but that went well. So what I've got to decide, I've only got 2 fleets left. I've got Finalizer and I have Radis. So I have to decide, do I want to take my Finalizer and make sure I kill Home 1 and then try the Radis on his Executor? Or do I want to flip-flop them? There's a possibility that neither one of them work then. I think I want to make sure I get this one down. My concern is that he gets a full clear on me, and then, yeah. So let's put Hunted on the Falcon. And then let's hit him with the stun and the assist. And that is done. Alright, so now we just get to... Ah, bummer. I always make that mistake. Don't go for Biggs first. Because Biggs, he heals. Right, so if you're gonna invest all of your stuff in one of them, it's better invest all that damage in the Y-Wing, because the Y-Wing doesn't get the same kind of heals. There we go. End up being fine, but down to only 1. I really like the Finalizer as a counter to Home 1. Oh, did he dodge that? That's a bummer. God, with the dodges. You know, I'm just gonna do the assist, actually. There we go. Alright, so I don't actually remember where any of their cooldowns are, so this could be a disaster, because he essentially has his starting lineup. But we are going to go in there and see what we can do. We're going to take the normal starters like that, and then we're going to bring in Sun Fact also, And do we want to bring in Clone Sergeant too, or save? I think we save Clone Sergeant for a mace team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can't take 8, so we need to take at least one more here. I think we will take... None of these really matter. We'll take in Jedi Consular. And then we have one more shot at it with Mace. Unlikely that this gets down, but, you know, you gotta try. Maybe I get lucky, maybe I'm able to get my ultimate off. But it looks like that's just over already. Holy moly. Yeah. So dumb. I guess I should have brought in a burner squad. It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. I'm not even going to take my mace in. What's the point? So we're going to leave that like that. That's fine. We didn't get through ships. He only has an hour left to get through everything. An hour and 15. I am going to come back here. This Mon Mothma. We will go with Iden. Actually, I have quite a bit left. And there's going to be stuff I don't use. Which is always frustrating to me that, like, I have more ground teams than I need sometimes. And the ships are just like a non-starter. If I don't happen to clear his Executor and he clears mine, that will be the victory for him. So, oh well. Instead of stunning anybody off the bat, I'm going to actually put up my thing there. And we'll stun over here. Nice. This means we get to put in Death Mark on Cara Dune. Do that. Death Mark her. Let's see if we can't get her the permanent kill. Nope, already cleansed. That is so frustrating. Put up the crit immunity. Well, I mean, the good thing is she didn't have potency up at the moment, so she'll need a res. These are all just counterattacks at this point. We're gonna stun Biggs, because I hate his counterattacks. See if we can kill him. Almost. Get our buff back up so we hit harder. If you're gonna kill somebody, no, make it Iden. If you're gonna kill somebody, make it Iden. Come on. Stun again. There we go. Death mark it out. Turns out she never got a res. That is, oh, speak of the devil. Dang it. At least it was Poe. Pow. In any event, it worked out fine. So what are we left with? We are left with this Newt team and this Dash squad. So I think we're gonna do Vader against Newt, and we'll take Grievous against Dash. I'm not too worried about banners. I've only had a couple bad scores. We had that Qui-Gon team that was low and the gas squad that were bad. Everything else has been pretty decent. So, can I get Droidica out of here? Nice. Do this on Dooku so he doesn't come back, or come back at me. There we go. And we'll fracture on Jango. So we do have to pay our extortion when it comes up. A little frustrating. I didn't need to bring TIE Pilot, I don't think. Could have saved a banner there. I gotta stop going after Jango. He needs to come out of damage immunity. So let's just base it here. Forgot about him starting in damage immunity. So we will just basic our way around the world until ring around the rosies. Let's get our healing back on, our health back on Vader. If one of those comes up again, we'll do it on Palpatine. Alright, that's only once. We still have to do it a second time. Let him build up his turn meter, that is. But lets me give it over to Palpatine, make sure he's topped off. And there we go, let's stun him. And then we gotta kill him twice. But we'll fracture him so he's not going to come out and bomb me out with one of his big rockets. There we go. Which brings me to this dash team. It does have the Omicron, but I've got my Padme team too, and my Grievous. Would it be smarter to go Padme here? Maybe. Yeah, let's do Padme instead of Grievous. I could have set a harder defense, is what this comes down to. I was worried that my Bad Batch and my troopers might not be able to cut it, in which case I figured I needed backups. But in the end, I guess I didn't. So if he beats me, because he's able to get through my ground team and beats my fleets, then I've got nobody to blame but myself. So yeah, that went well. But I wasn't gonna not keep Grievous for offense, because again, if he set Jedi Master Luke, then I wanted a counter for that. So it looks like that is my final. We'll see if he comes back and attempts to attack. I'm just not gonna get through this Executor, not with what I have, because what I have is this mishmash of garbage. Do I just throw this against him just for the heck of it? Like, kind of what's the point? Let's do it. You never know. Crazier things have happened. I don't think it's this crazy, though. I think I'm just going to get blown apart really fast. I still like my decision, though. I think going after and making sure I get the guaranteed win against his getting the guaranteed win versus his home one, I think was smarter for me than to attempt to get down this and then hope that my Radis somehow could get through, because I don't think my Radis was getting through anything. So yeah. I don't even know who I should bring in next. This thing, I guess? I don't know. All these ships are garbage. I don't even know what they do. I'm just pushing buttons at this point. Alright, that's it. So, as I expected, no headway. Executor wins out once again. My grand total ends up being a 1546. He's currently at 67. He's got an hour to come back and see if he can beat me. I'll be back at the end of the attack phase to let you know how it turns out. So we're back and the round is over and we did secure the victory. Turned out my opponent did come back to attack but wasn't able to clear me. Down here in the front, he cleared out the rest of the squads without any problem. One-shots all around. But I think he uses Jedi Master Luke to get down my SLKR, which meant he didn't have anything left to take my own Jedi Master Luke down here in the back. He didn't even try any of the squads back here. He did go up top though. Cleared out Mon Mothma and my Geos, but then when he attacked my Maul squad, he got stuck. Quit out of that It looks like, at least, because they're not even damaged. And then called it a day. So that is where we ended. 1546 to 627. I'm a little bummed that I wasn't able to get the full clear, but I'm glad to get the victory. I want to say thank you to Kazad for the match, and thank you all for watching. I hope to see you again in next round.